Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm in town for the Alaska Marine Science Symposium.
Oh, hey, Lauren. I'm Holly. I work on one of the black cod boats over there. So,
cool.
you said you're a scientist. Are you a fisheries scientist? Do you want to see all the sustainability stuff that we do?
No, actually, I'm a chemist. I'm studying the sources of metals and nutrients to the coastal ocean. I'm interested in both how big the sources are now and how they might change in the future.
Okay, but what are metals? What do we care about metals for?
Well, just like people, marine organisms need small amounts of metals like iron to live. So tiny phytoplankton, which are the ocean's equivalents of plants, need small amounts of these metals to grow, and they like a very specific amount. So if they have too little, then they can't grow, but if they have too much, it can be toxic. And because the fish eat phytoplankton, the things that affect the phytoplankton in turn affect the fish. So here in Alaska, we depend really heavily on fisheries for food and for the economy. So we're interested in looking at how the things that affect the phytoplankton, like changes in sources of nutrients and metals, are going to affect the fish.
Okay, so you're saying that these metals change, but how does that happen? What would change them?
Well, here in Alaska, climate change is a big way that is a big thing that's affecting the sources of nutrients and metals to the coastal ocean.
Okay.
So when people burn fossil fuels like coal and oil, then we're releasing carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. And this carbon dioxide builds up and acts as a heat trapping blanket around the Earth. So the more CO2 we burn, the thicker the blanket gets and the warmer it gets. And because in Alaska we have a lot of permafrost or frozen land, the warming is causing the permafrost to thaw, and that is releasing nutrients and metals to the coastal ocean that weren't being released before. And so this is affecting the phytoplankton and in turn the fish.
Okay, but so I thought though that carbon dioxide is like what phytoplankton and plants use to grow. Isn't it natural?
Great, so that's a great point. And the key here is that there are different sources of CO2.
Okay.
So regular carbon dioxide is created by natural life processes like plants growing and people exhaling. But when we burn fossil fuels for energy, we're releasing rampant carbon dioxide. And we call it rampant because there's too much of it and it's getting out of control. So in order to protect the marine habitats and ecosystems we depend on, we need to take steps now to reduce our fossil fuel consumption and actively reduce the amount of rampant carbon dioxide we're producing.
Okay, well, I mean, I know as a fisherman, obviously fisheries are really important to me, and I do my part to fish sustainably. We've got great gear on the boat and stuff. But other than that, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about this carbon dioxide thing.
Well, it might seem like a daunting problem, but Americans are problem solvers. And when we join together as a community, we can accomplish a lot. One way you can help protect your coastal ecosystems is by joining others in your community to lobby against offshore drilling. So the key to preventing more harm to our ecosystems is to move away from fossil fuels for energy and towards renewable sources like wind and solar energy. So by preventing the drilling of more oil, we can protect our environment and the fishes from changes in climate change that burning more oil will bring. So during my time here, I've actually heard of a few organizations that actively work to protect fisheries. Have you heard of the Alaska Marine Conservation Council or the Alaska Marine Fisheries Network?
Those ring a bell, actually.
Fantastic. So getting involved with organizations like these is a great opportunity to work with fellow community members to bring this issue into the spotlight and reduce our dependence on fossil fuels. Alaska is known for its beautiful wildlife and abundant fisheries. And if we work together now to reduce the threats from climate change, we can preserve these beautiful ecosystems for years to come.
Sounds good. Well, thanks for the info. I better jump back on the boat, but it's great to meet you, Lauren.
Great to meet you. Have a good day.
Bye.